Posted on the Moon Studios presents Can You Hear Me Now podcast.
What's up, congregation? It's your favorite auntie, DJ Auntie Mimi, and I'm the big shit talker.
And it's me, Prince Ali, Amorous Thee.
And we are back with a brand new Can You Hear Me Now podcast. How you feeling, Prince?
I'm okay. How are you? What's new?
No words. Even just getting to sit down and do this has been like a process. Mommyhood is a hood for real. A ghetto hood that I enjoy, but it's hectic. And it's an adjustment and the hardest work I've ever done with no compensation. And you know, we are here. Baby girl is healthy.
I feel it. How's it been? Enjoying the hood?
I'm enjoying the hood.
Like the hood.
I'm enjoying the hood. I'm embracing the hood, but it's a lot of work. But you know, it's a blessing. So
It definitely is.
yeah,
Everybody doesn't get to partake in that blessing.
you're right. So I'm grateful. Do you want kids?
Sure.
How many?
Not a lot. It's not going to be a team.
What's the number?
Maybe two.
Yeah.
Probably one.
One
No,
is
maybe two.
One is good.
Maybe two.
One is
I
good.
get bored easily.
One
so.
is. We can stop right here. We don't have to go any further.
You can't say that yet. You haven't really experienced it.
First of all, my pregnancy, it wasn't hell, but it was difficult. And my birth, I had a whole birthing plan. Shit got derailed and I had to have emergency C-section. So all of that was just very nerve-wracking, scary. And then now she's here and we're getting to know one another.
But these are all things you expect, right?
Yeah, but like I don't think I want to go through it again. I can say that like firmly. Like we're good.
Like what part of it was bad? Like what was the bad? Like, oh my gosh, this happened and it was so bad.
During the whole ordeal.
Like just the whole thing throughout pregnancy.
If I'm being transparent, like you just don't feel like yourself. Like when you're like, for me, let me just say for me, let me speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like I felt so unlike myself. Like of course your body changes, but like I developed melasma, like my skin got darker. My neck is still darker. I had heartburn the entire time. That's not fun. I'm a stomach sleeper. I wanted to sleep on my stomach. And of course I can't sleep on my stomach. I have a whole list of things. You're emotional, you're crying for no fucking reason, so your hormones are crazy. And then on top of that, like in my third trimester, my husband didn't want to have sex with me because he was scared. So
yeah,
nothing.
You
like
got a hot cross button there.
Listen, if anybody has carried a kid, they'll tell you. Even the doctors have told me, the nurses like have sex, so that's why my cervix wouldn't open because it's not softened because it hasn't been touched. So hence why I probably had to have a C-section. If I was progressing, if my induction was progressing, I would have been able to vaginally deliver her. But because the cat was not budging because it hasn't been touched, like, and that was difficult. Like sex is the only thing you can do. You can't smoke, you can't drink, so you got food and sex.
And you wanted it real bad.
Yeah.
I get it.
And then you feel like...
But that stuff is over now, right?
Yeah, but now I'm healing. And that's fine. Like, that's like the furthest thing from my mind. But then it's like...
Like, I know all of that is difficult. Like, I'm not, negating or taking away from that. But I just mean, like... It's not worth it.
It's all worth it.
It doesn't go away. Like
no, it's all worth it. But this is why, like, just knowing what I felt and dealing with what I dealt with, I wouldn't want to do it again.
I get it.
You feel like I didn't feel ugly. I just felt like, ugh. And then it's like, you don't want me?
Like Thursday morning ugly.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
gave everything that you had Monday through
I've
Wednesday,
given
and Thursday has nothing.
everything.
All the cute outfits are gone.
There's
I used the
nothing.
last of the lotion. It's done.
It's
It's
it.
done. I'm
That's,
here.
yes, we have. So yeah, but it's all worth it. She's a beautiful bundle of joy most days.
You only had 3 days with
3 weeks.
Okay.
3 weeks. Yeah. She's listen, you've seen she's tough. But that's my baby.
The
And I'm gonna
baby
stick
literally
beside her.
cried. The baby literally cried, and she gave her a bottle, and that was it. Like,
But as a mom and a new mom, it's like, am I fucking up? Like you have that thing, like, am I doing this right? Is this what you want, or am I forcing a bottle on you?
like you don't think, like you just got through saying how she's very assertive. She has all these
True,
demands.
that's true. So yeah. But
And
it's
who
like
doesn't want a bottle when
you're a first time mom and you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Do you like me?
I think you're probably her favorite person right now.
You think? I hope
I'm
so.
sure.
She's mine. She's
That's
definitely
good.
mine.
That's how it should be. I
Yeah,
guess.
she's mine. And there she is. But yeah, what's new with you?
Nothing. Life.
Nothing's new
You know, I'm
around
around
the
as I be,
town.
like how I do.
Mm.
Yeah, what's been going on in the
Nothing.
world?
It is Women's History Month. Do you acknowledge that? Do you celebrate women?
Yeah.
How? I just put you on the spot. How do we celebrate Women's History Month?
We scream, "Women, hear me roar" at the top of our lungs, at the top of a mountain, every chance we get.
I am
this
woman. What was that song they were singing on?
Hear me roar.
Is that the song on Sex and the City? When they were in Dubai. I am woman.
I think they were singing. What are the sisters? The Carnegie sisters?
I have no idea who that is.
Wilson sisters. Carney
Oh.
Wilson.
Mm.
I think
Is that what that was?
maybe.
Did you tell your sister like Happy Women's History? Did you tell me Happy Women's History Month?
I've never told anybody Happy Women's History ever. And nor has any person ever said Happy Men's Month, if that's a thing.
Is there a Men's Month?
See? No, I don't know.
Oh.
But that's why we can't give too much to Women's History Month until we know.
I disagree.
It's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I've never told anybody Happy Women's History. I don't see myself ever saying it.
No.
I'll say it. Happy Women's History Month.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. Appreciate it.
So is there a Men's History Month?
No, there's not.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm sorry. Well, in honor of Women's History Month, I have a movie clip of the week I would like to share with everyone. Are you ready? Do you have your movie antennas on, Mark? Or
What I'm supposed to do again? I guess.
So I'm going to
narrate
recite
your favorite scene. Okay, I
Yeah.
recall.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
go.
going to narrate my favorite, a scene from a movie.
Lion King.
It's a woman. So it's Women's History Month.
Okay.
So it's a line from a woman led movie. Black woman led movie. Okay. And then you're going to guess what movie it is.
Is it Cookie Lion?
No. Is that a movie?
Is it going to be a movie with Cookie Lions in
It's
it?
definitely not. I forgot all about Cookie.
Okay, come on.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Wait. Don't know. See right here, I got my etiquette notes. If they say, "How are you?" we say, "Living large and take a charge, big boy." You can't be doing that kind of stuff. We in Beverly Hills. So when they say, "How are you?" we smile sweetly. and we say, very well, thank you. And yourself? Cool?
Cool.
What movie is that?
I forgot what it stands for, but it's Babs.
Yay!
You know what my favorite part of that movie is?
What part? What part is that?
When they was in line and she was dancing.
Oh. CEO. Yeah, I just watched that last night. Shout out to
I
Holly.
wanted to make you give me another quote. What
From
would
that
the next one would have been?
from that movie.
Yeah.
Batman's homeboy.
You know, Alfred.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Halle Berry. And what was the other, rest in peace? Her co-star.
From Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Why was Eve not named Eve in Eve?
Why was it not named Shelly? Her name was Shelly and it was Eve, the rapper.
And it was called Eve.
It was called Eve, but her name was Shelly.
Like, how hard was that for people to wrap their heads around?
That is still mind-boggling to me.
Saying, like, I think it's amazing. I feel like it's amazingly hard for actors to not necessarily stay in character, but keep calling a person that they know personally the incorrect name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a difficult thing.
I feel like that's why a lot of actors, if you notice on a lot of movies, like their actor name
is their name,
or it starts with the same letter.
Yeah. Because I think that's an amazing skill that you have to like carry in order to act throughout a whole series. And I can't imagine how hard it was for them to keep calling this lady
Shelly
when her name is Eve.
and
they're explaining to people that they work on the show Eve. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it.
Would you ever be an actor?
No.
No, you don't have it?
I don't got it. I don't. I'd probably start crying my first day. Like before I left home and once I got there. Once the camera started rolling. Like.
I just pictured that. That was so funny.
Like
or you
I'd
just
be
being
brushing
like,
my teeth like
what? What am I
like the first day of shooting, I'm calling out like
your confused face is
it's my regular face. It's just my face. It's not a confused face.
Confused face. That's your normal. Okay. I know. All right. So what's next? Oh, Diddy. Oh my God.
Aww.
So Diddy's homes were raided by Homeland Security, y'all. I'm sure y'all already know. It's been all over the blogs. Did he get arrested? Was that really him or that was an AI? Like,
I didn't see anything.
Did you see that?
Arrested.
That picture, it looked like an AI caricature. So Sean
was
Diddy,
it a cartoon?
it looked like an AI thing, like a person, like an AI. So Sean Diddy Combs' homes were in Los Angeles and Miami have been raided by Homeland Security, investigations, agents, and law enforcement officers due to possible ongoing sex trafficking investigations. Dun, dun, dun. Drugs.
And pink cocaine. Let's not forget that part.
I've never
heard of such a thing.
Why is it pink?
Carisha. Where did you find this at?
In
Miami. It's a Miami thing.
I mean, the Diddy thing, that's whatever. But like the fact that Carisha is involved now, she's been named in the case.
Did she really need to be named in the case? Like, did we need somebody to put her name, or did we already kind of?
I don't like her being named in that case.
Listen, she made her bed.
You think?
I think she knew.
She knew what she was getting into. Do you think she was a sex worker? Her and Daphne?
Daphne was definitely a sex worker.
Shout out to 50 Cent.
No, I don't know, but
it makes you look at everything kind of differently.
I don't know if my vernacular would call her a sex worker, but she was definitely having sex and there was definitely some money exchange. Like, I don't think that's a secret. Like, I don't think, like, that's aside from everything going on. Like, I don't think there's
Mm,
any, like, yeah, she can deny, but come on.
you were working
Come
for
on,
sex.
Carisha. It's me. I don't know. But I don't know that she was necessarily working for sex, but she's clearly not married to the man, and she clearly got very extravagant gifts.
So she was a sex worker.
I don't know. They just said she carried the pink cocaine and she had a 250K budget per month.
Sex worker.
Now, hey,
I wonder if she had to have sex with other people. Because you know how they get down. You know, Diddy wants to party. You got to tell him no.
well, we all read Cassie's statement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, I don't, I'm just so, they're so young.
Who's so young? Oh,
Carisha.
yeah.
And well, she's late
She's
20s
still in her
now.
20s, yeah.
But
Listen, if nothing else, that girl's about her coin.
you didn't have to. Like, you had a platform, you
I
have a
guarantee you
talent.
she's not concerned with that. I guarantee
But
you
that's
she
to me, that's crazy.
packed her last Chloe bag and she's back in Miami doing what she does best. I'm quite sure. Name her all you want. They just posted where they have time stamped photo evidence of
Mm-hmm.
where she was at
Mm-hmm.
the time in question.
Hmm.
So,
Shout out to JT. I'm
Now
glad she
whether that's
created her
listen,
lane.
JT went to jail. She learned her lesson. Carisha, I judge people based on looks.
So what's the look?
Carisha, I don't know. I don't think she's done time, but she definitely would do the time and then come back home and figure out the next
But is
hustle.
there time to do this? That she's what?
I'm speaking in
Who
general.
can prove
I
that
mean, no,
she?
no, no. I'm talking in general.
Okay,
Like I
right.
said, JT
Okay.
went to jail. She did some time, and I think she did some time and learned her lesson. I think Carisha's just like, hey,
I'm just having fun.
hey,
If I
on
get
to the
caught, I get
next.
caught.
Yeah, yeah, no
Mm.
big deal. Everybody goes to jail. Everybody in Miami goes to jail.
Shout out to JT though. I'm glad she's getting her shine.
Getting her. I don't think she's getting her shine. I don't not half the shine she deserves.
Not
Come to
no.
find out, JT is a for real deal lyricist. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she's gorgeous. Her
Mm-hmm.
chi-chis are a little big for my taste, but to each his own.
And she's fashion.
Fashion.
She put
I
that shit
think
on.
she's competitive with Cardi B in my opinion in that
Mm-hmm.
lane.
Mm-hmm.
In that lane.
The edgy, like not afraid to take chances.
And
And she's chocolate.
yeah. Yeah, I love that for her.
Yeah.
I love that for her. I don't think she gets the credit she
No,
deserves
she doesn't.
yet.
But she's starting to. I feel like the light is starting to shine on her.
And I feel like she's very not non-confrontational, but she's
She's out the way.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Carisha,
Like
you see everywhere.
she said, I'm put up. Like
Young
I'm just
Miami, you see everywhere.
Mhm.
And can I just go on a JT rant for a second?
Go
Because I
ahead.
have things that I
Pop your
love
shit.
about her.
Mhm.
You know what I love about her? I love that she got with the little weird kid
Mhm.
because of who he was and how he
Mhm.
treated her.
Mhm.
And she did not care. And everybody talked so much shit about her.
Mhm.
And she still flaunted that. I love that for her.
Mhm.
I love that.
Mhm.
I think he deserves that.
Yeah.
Because, hey, people, why do people? Well, it's changed now, but why did people not care for him? Like, he's a big star now, so it's different.
I
But,
always
like,
liked Uzi. I always loved the little weird kids.
because he was weird?
Yeah. And I love that, like, I feel like he, even though he was different and his fashion sense is different and he may be construed as like, is he a little, a little bit on the sweet side, which didn't matter. But like, I love how in real life, like that's the artist, that's the person that we see. But I feel like in real life, like Uzi's a real nigga. Like I'm really gonna hold my household down. I'm really gonna hold my woman down. She ain't gotta want for nothing. She ain't really gotta rap a bar if she
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah.
I'll take care of my shit.
And he keeps her and Marnie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I love that for them.
That's what I mean. Like, I
Mm.
love that she didn't give two shits.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't care two shits about what everybody was saying. Because we all, including myself.
Mm.
I had 3 cents on it, but I just love JT. I think the world admires Miami because of the state of the world now in which she represents. I think she represents the city girls more than JT does.
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
You know?
Clearly.
Well, I mean the term city girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like JT doesn't get like there was a time.
But I kind of hate that. Maybe that's what I don't like about it. Like city girl to me is like a fly ass woman out here living her best life, dressing, getting her bag,
No, a city girl's out
doing.
here getting niggas for everything she can
I just say getting
and
her
scamming and
bag,
hustling.
getting
That's what
her.
a city girl is.
Really?
Yeah. What? Are you talking about a housewife?
No,
A career woman?
I didn't say that.
What are you talking about?
I didn't say that.
Okay, no, a city girl is 2 cents shy of a whore.
Really?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think.
I didn't interpret it that way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sex and
But
money, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's
that
all it is.
I'm a little older, so maybe
Yeah.
my interpretation of a city girl is different. But like, shout out to them. On to Dollar Tree.
Who?
Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree announced price hikes. New item maximum is $7. This pricing strategy is targeting a broader demographic, which are individuals earning $125K annually. Do you shop at Dollar Tree?
No, but
You look like you shop at Dollar Tree.
I
You look
don't,
like
maybe
you
because I
grab the
don't.
stick and the broomstick and the
No, I like real brooms.
and the brush separately, and then it comes to the total.
Mm,
Like each one
no,
is
I want like a
individually
good
priced.
sturdy broom. Like I want a
Yeah.
good Target broom, a good one that like with the corners cut just right so I can get in the edges.
So you're not a Target. You're not a Dollar Tree shopper.
No, those brooms and mops are hollow and they bend. Yeah, they're not good.
You don't go in there for like Christmas decorations. What? Listen, you don't shop
Is
at
this
Dollar.
what you're doing?
You don't.
Are you going to
Friend.
Dollar Tree for your Christmas decorations? Yes or no?
Let me get it out. You don't shop at.
No, I don't. I've been in. I don't frequent.
You don't really.
Really? The last time I was in Dollar Tree, this is a true story. The last time I was in Dollar Tree was maybe like 8 years ago. No, maybe like 7 years ago. And I felt so generous that day. There was a lady behind me in line. I said, oh, she had like maybe 6 things. It's Dollar Tree. I was getting like a soda or something.
That's when it was still $1, not $1.25.
I guess. I don't know.
Mm.
But I never kept up with their
With the price increases.
Yeah. But I so politely told the registrar, I'll pay for her stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
The total would have been max $9.
How nice of you.
How fucking nice of me.
Yeah.
Do you know what this lady did?
What?
She scrunched her nose and said, no, it's okay. She was like 80.
She was probably like, nigga, it's $9.
You're on a fixed income. You're clearly buying food. I'm looking at the things that you're buying from Dollar Tree. You're very
You
obviously.
tried to judge. No, you tried to.
I said I judge people by looks. And she was very obviously on a fixed income.
Nah, you tried to big dog her in Dollar Tree, and she wasn't having it.
I wanted to let her know I was the big dog. I was top
She
dog
wasn't
around
going.
here. She needed to know who ran this,
Yeah.
who made the big
Don't
bucks.
try to big dog nobody
I
in
got
Dollar
you.
Tree.
I got you, son.
And she said, no.
Mm.
Pay for your little soda, your spray.
Listen, ma'am. Listen, you go on with your lunch meat and your diet Mr. Pibb, and fine.
That's funny. And you haven't stepped foot back in.
Ever.
You don't just be in the parking lot like, oh, let me see what Dollar Tree has.
I don't know a single parking lot right now today that has a Dollar Tree. Every Dollar Tree that I can think of off the top of my head is off a dirt road. Has a front yard. That's every Dollar Tree I can think of right now off the top of my head. So,
Really?
yeah. You know a nice one?
Down
I'm sure there are some nice ones. Well, yeah,
down the road.
we don't have those in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Maybe we do. I just don't.
You do.
I don't know.
Do you go to Dollar General?
I don't go to Dollar anything. If I
Why?
need something that costs $1, I go to Walmart.
Why? It's not gonna cost $1 at Walmart. Nothing costs $1 at Walmart.
It probably not. But if in my head I say, you know what, this should be about $1, I'm gonna go to Walmart. It may be $8, but hey,
You'll pay the $8.
I got chips too, and dishwashing liquid. So what's the big deal?
So this don't affect you. You're not appalled.
My
That
life will
Dollar
not
Tree.
be hindered, nor will it be altered in
I'm
any way by
appalled
this.
because there's
decision.
nothing in Dollar Tree that costs $7.
So what exactly, like, on your Saturday trip to Dollar Tree, what are your main pickups?
I'm grabbing.
Comet,
I'm grabbing.
Fabuloso.
Maybe, but they have the little ones, and I don't really, I'll grab them. But I like the big dog, the big things. So I will grab aluminum pans,
Okay.
Tupperware. And if it's a holiday coming up, I will see what does your holiday section have?
Oh.
Yeah.
We're so different in that way. We are so different in that way.
I will grab those little suavemente fabric softener.
Are you using that on your baby?
No, we use clear for her, dye free, and what else? I'll
Any
grab
kind of food?
no, well, like candy, maybe. Yeah, not like I'm not going to the freezer aisle.
The produce section.
I'm not going over there.
Oh, I was in a 99-cent store recently, and they had a
Oh.
produce section, and that kind of upset me a little bit.
Why?
Where are you guys getting this produce from?
Yeah,
Where exactly are you guys picking this up from?
it's probably old.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely old.
We should do like a challenge and just like cook a meal from the it's from the Dollar Tree.
What if people see us buying this stuff?
That's fine. We're all in Dollar Tree. Hello.
What if they're not in?
I
They
can't
just see
believe how
us?
bougie you are.
I'm not. It's just not a place that I've ever. I have people in my family. It's just not a place that I've ever. I'm more of a convenience, and see, like all of those things. Like what did you name? I have places for all those things. What'd you name again?
Dollar General.
No, like no. What
Oh.
stuff did you say you're gonna get?
Suavemente. I don't know what it's called. It's Suavemente. So, you know what I'm.
I know exactly what you're talking
that
about.
Hispanic fabric. That shit smells bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get Downy. So that's a Target pickup. That may be a Costco if they have like a good deal or a good size, but that's usually a Target pickup. Foil pans, that's definitely a Costco pickup. What else? Christmas
Candy.
decoration.
Christmas decor. Like if they have
all of my holiday stuff is like recyclable. Like,
yeah,
it's, like,
same. But like
reusable.
if I'm still like I add
Oh.
to it. You know.
Oh, it's not like, see, when I think of holiday stuff from Dollar Tree, I think of like paper mache. Like little stuff hanging on
No.
strings.
They have like good stuff sometimes.
Like what? Like what's good stuff?
Like ornaments, and they have
Glass ornaments?
no, who
Yeah.
has those? Remember those days? Are you that old?
Oh.
I know I'm that old.
Yeah,
Yeah, like when it would break and
but that's what I buy. Like that's what if I was going to look for Christmas and I say, you know what, I need some ornaments.
they're not
They do.
glass anymore.
You just can't go to Dollar General to get them.
Well, I've ordered some from like Target. No, I've got some from Target, Amazon, and they're not glass.
Yeah.
Prove me
Stick with me, kiddo.
wrong. Prove me wrong. But yeah, I'm a little perplexed at why. I mean,
They're
Dollar Tree's
raising
gonna go out of
prices.
business.
Because what is actually a dollar? A stick of gum?
Everything.
But they're not raising everything to $7,
No, but
right?
what in the Dollar Tree needs to be $7?
The meat.
No. No, it doesn't.
$7 tri-tip.
No, but like, imagine what that does. Like, so imagine people who are on the fixed income and who need to go to Dollar Tree, like all jokes aside, and like that's how they make their groceries. Like that's pretty fucked up.
That they can't buy a $7 cantaloupe.
Yeah, sometimes the difference between $1.25 and $7 with somebody on a fixed
I
income
get it.
is a world of difference, you know.
Yeah.
So and that
But again, what is actually, once you develop it, manufacture it, package it, ship it, and promote it, what is actually a dollar?
Some shit should be $1.
Like what?
Pencils, pens,
Maybe they are.
forks,
Well, I agree. So there.
foil, paper plates,
How much does foil, like
tissue, a 4-pack.
a 4-pack of tissue?
Yeah,
Should be a dollar?
at Dollar Tree. Yeah,
They're
sure
really,
made $1.
they have really thin toilet paper.
I'm sure it's hard as a motherfucker, but listen, it's the difference between wiping your ass or not.
Well, that's when you only, one ply is not a difference between wiping your ass and not, in my personal opinion. I feel like you can do just as good a job without the tissue if you're using one ply. Like, I feel like it's the same outcome.
No.
Are you a one ply girl? I grew up in a one ply family. Let me just say that. I grew up in a one ply family, and I don't even use tissue now. It's like straight wipes, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I use tissue still, but if I need to, but
I grew up in a one ply household, in a one ply family,
I
not
don't
just
even
a household, a
remember.
family.
I'm sure it was a 1-ply household. We was poor, but
I remember because it was traumatizing because
it was hard. It scratched your butt.
It's thin. And you have to use so much of it. Like,
I don't think back then, I don't think that was a
and
thing.
back then toilets used to stop up a lot more than they do now, I believe.
Yeah.
And so that was a thing.
But do you really think your parents went to the store and was like,
this is cheaper,
I'm
let's
gonna
get this? Yes.
I'm gonna get 2-ply. I'm gonna get 1-ply versus it was a economic thing. Like,
no, I think the options were weighed and one won the battle. But some things you gotta splurge on, my dear.
Like, you have to get cotton
like your
out.
butthole. Yeah, you gotta splurge sometimes. I don't know.
All tissues is terrible. I ordered some tissue from Amazon. That shit is hard as fuck.
Why did that
I'm sure
happen?
it's 1-ply. I wasn't going to the store, and I was just like, well, let's just go to Amazon and order. And I probably wasn't paying attention. And I have hard ass sparkle paper towels and hard tissue, but I don't really use tissue.
That's another weird thing. Like, I don't order that kind of stuff from Amazon. I never have.
Yeah.
I hear that. Like, actually, I take that back. I have ordered. What did I order? Like seasoning, like spice, like something that was like, oh, I can't find it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've ordered that off of Amazon, but
I order everything off Amazon.
paper towels.
Paper towels.
Why not like a Walmart delivery or Instacart?
I don't know. Just went to Amazon.
Came out of somebody's garage,
I'm sure. I'm sure it was put up.
And by the way, I've been seeing this a lot, and I feel like the word needs to be spread. If you're ever in a public restroom and you see little holes poked in the toilet paper, like on the side, don't use it.
Don't use it. It's from
crackheads.
People like heroin. Like people put in needles.
Yeah,
and stuff.
and cleaning the needle after they've shot up.
I don't use tissue in public places.
I was taught that from a very young kid.
Yeah.
Like, they bought 1-ply, but they were very serious about like the health of my butthole, I guess. So
I just shake.
Oh.
I don't wipe in public.
Oh.
Yeah. A little tidbit. Um,
If you do ever need to wipe, you should use the toilet paper liners.
I
Those
use
are
that.
sealed in the factory, so
I
they're not
use
open to people's hands
so when
prior
there's
to.
no tissue, no paper towel to wipe your hands, I use those to wipe my hands off. You know when they wash and you need to dry them. Yeah.
Like that, I'd rather you say that's when you air dry, that's when you shake. Like it seems more appropriate to shake and dry then. But okay. I'm not mad either way, but okay.
Listen, we've all had to do
So
what
you
we
go
had.
back into the stall.
Yeah, if there's no tissue, I mean, there's nothing to dry my hands with. I have to
Can
dry
I
my
tell
hands
you,
and
public
touch the door
restrooms make me
handle.
so nervous. I do everything I can to get out of there as quick as possible. Everything I can.
Yeah.
Like it's a matter of time.
Imagine being a truck driver, and having to go to truck stops.
I wouldn't shower there.
What are you gonna do?
I'd probably be funky before. Like it's just me. I'd probably just ride it out for a couple days until I can get somewhere that I approve of.
What would you approve of?
Like a hotel room, home. I don't know.
So if you are on so this is my experience.
I've never used a pool shower, a gym shower. I've never so much as taken my socks off in the gym.
I didn't either until I drove trucks, OTR, and I was forced to shower. I mean, you get a private shower, but everybody's, they wipe it down. The worst thing about
Did
that,
you wear shoes?
of course, shower shoes. The worst thing about that, y'all, was so a lot of truck stops will be extremely busy, right? So you're waiting for your shower. You're waiting for your number to be called. You pay for your shower. You're waiting for your number to be called, and your shower becomes available. You get your code. You go to your shower, your designated shower, and it still has the steam from the other person.
That's just as bad as sitting on a toilet that somebody just got off of.
Like the cringe is just like, I just need to leave the door open. Like I don't want to be in their steam. This is their body steam.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to touch nothing. So like I was extra careful. Like I had my
Can we throw this out there? Can we eliminate shower curtains at some point throughout this year, like before the year's over?
You don't use them?
I think they're horrible.
They're
like the feeling of one touching me while I'm butt naked it feels like molestation. Like it's horrible. I'm so serious.
Even your own?
I don't have one. I'm eliminating them, but yeah, even my own. Like this, it's not clean, dirty. Like I think they hold too much bacteria. A, but B, like it cleans. Like I don't want anything. Like nothing should be touching me while I'm doing this. Just like nothing. Okay, so can I ask you this question as a married person?
Go ahead.
How are you guys with how private is bathroom time?
Like number 2 time?
Any bathroom time.
Okay. Bathroom time, like regular just pee. It's not so private. It's just whatever.
Like he can come in and you won't flinch.
No. Yeah. Not at all. Shower time, same thing. Like you can get in the shower, leave the door open. Like we don't really close the bathroom door. Like we're just
Yeah.
Number 2 time, I'm not private at all. But he's extremely private. Like we don't share a bathroom when he does number 2.
Yeah.
And it's anybody. Like if he sits on my toilet, my husband sits on my toilet,
I have to wipe it.
I have to bleach it.
I
have to.
It's a butt. It's a butt.
I'm glad I'm not alone. I had to. Like it's not anything personal.
It's a butt. I don't want. I don't care how much I love you. It's still a butt. I don't want it on my butt.
My OCD. I should put a camera in my bathrooms. Like I wipe down toilet seats and toilets all day. long.
Yeah. See, I don't want to say I don't get, but I'm not that open person. Like, I'm not closed off in general, but the bathroom is like, I feel like that's, if I close this door, that means absolutely do not enter. At no, like somebody's head better be missing.
Are
Like,
you like a phone in the bathroom when you turn music on? Or you're just quiet, like it's your zen time?
it just depends on what I'm doing.
Are
Mm,
you a deep thinker?
No, I'm not a music person in the bathroom. Like, I don't go in the bathroom to
You
get
read the
away.
Bible
No,
on the toilet? You know, some
no.
people do that.
I believe it, but no,
Yeah.
I don't go to the into the restroom to get away. I go into the restroom to handle private business.
Are you a quicker, like quickie, or is it like it's a designated like blocked out time?
No, 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 no. Like, if I'm going to use the restroom, I'm sneaking. Like, I'm waiting until, like, not sneaking, but like I'm just waiting until it's like, okay, the coast is clear. Nobody's like, I'm just, I don't want anybody to notice me going to the bathroom. Um, so yeah, there's that, and then that I usually kind of take my time. So yeah, in that case, I'm a phone person. If I'm going to sit on the toilet, I'm a phone person.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm taking a shower, I'm trying to get in and out. Like, I'm trying to handle business and then go on about my day. Like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
in the shower to
Chill.
figure life out.
Yeah.
Unless it's like unless it's one of those days where I just so happen to not get in the shower till like 1 or 2 in the morning. And it's like I'm so tired and it's so late, then I can sit there and just like sit in the shower and zone out. But under normal circumstances, I'm getting my day started or I'm getting ready for bed. No, I'm trying to get out of here.
Hmm.
Or my edges sweat out.
Hmm. So special.
Do you like hot
hot
showers?
showers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times do you lather, rinse, and repeat? Like, what's the acceptable minimum?
I think I probably go around the body twice with like regular soap, and then I'm around once again like with my
Whatever
body
smells
wash.
good. Yeah, same. Like two. Like if I didn't bathe 2 times, I'm not clean. You
Mhm.
know, same thing
Mhm.
with my face. Same thing when I brush my teeth. Like if I
Mhm.
didn't do it twice,
Mhm.
it's not
Mhm.
done. Like you don't get that same foam the first time that you're gonna get
Mhm.
the second time.
Mhm.
And that's how I know. What's your? Do you have a routine as far as bathing? Like where do you go first?
So I need two towels,
Mm-hmm.
face,
Mm-hmm.
wash my face, rinse, and then we start at the top and work our way down.
Like what's starting at the top? Like the neck?
My neck, ears,
Yeah.
back, underarms, under the tits, stomach, cooch, butt, and then butt again.
That is such an interesting route.
And then butt again. And then butt with the finger. And then legs, feet, rinse and repeat.
The butt crack is the very last thing on the second go round.
Why?
Because I still have to wash the rest of my body again. I still have to put this all over my body again.
You don't want to put butt crack.
I don't want whatever I'm trying to get out of there, whatever I'm hopeful
But
of
see, here's the
getting
thing:
rid
when you do
of.
the butt, you have to rinse, like
Yeah.
butt rinse.
So that's the last.
And then continue.
So my route is I do actually I do neck and ears first, armpit, chest, arms. I do as much of my back as possible,
Mm-hmm.
and then down to the legs and everything else. I rinse, repeat that again, rinse, and then
Get in there.
yeah. Do you remember how Superhead said Jay-Z washed when he got in the shower?
No. And I read that book when I had no business.
Yeah.
What
He
is
she said that he he took the washcloth and put it between his legs and he flossed with it. So I'm just a hair shy of doing that.
Really? You don't
Yeah,
use
that's
a
only
finger?
because oh yeah, I do that too, but
Mm.
there's still a whole crack that has to be accounted for, you know.
Mm.
And then I rinse and I'm done with it.
Mm.
Phew.
Hmm. Have you ever heard that like girls with BBLs like their butt stinks? Have you heard that little trend?
I don't know if I've heard it or not, but I kind of believe it.
Well, I just feel like the bigger the ass, the deeper the crack, and the more you have to wash. And if you weren't born with that ass, you really don't. You're not accustomed to washing that ass crack.
Yeah. There's that, but then there's the other part of like the actual surgery and the healing and all of the drainage that's actually supposed to come out. And I promise you, everybody that has a BBL is not properly taking care of it the way that they were instructed to. And probably if I had to take a wild guess, I'd probably say maybe 30% of the people who actually have BBLs actually got proper aftercare instruction.
You're probably right.
It's probably higher than that, but I'm
You
gonna be
mean like,
generous.
so you saying that you've heard that they're like immediately after surgery, like it's stinky?
No.
Or
What
like,
I'm just making the point that I believe that it is even further than immediately after surgery, because I understand that how a wound heals. And if that stuff doesn't come out, I know it sits there. So I'm saying that to say again, if you're not getting like the massages and everything that you're supposed to get to help drain all of that out, if you're not doing that and it's not actually drained, whatever the case is, if it's not draining out, that's still in you. That has a smell. And yeah,
it does have a smell.
the wound itself may be closed, but you still have a body that secretes. You know what I mean? You have pores all over your body that secrete. So yes, I 100%. I've never smelled a BBL, but I I could see it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm for one, I will tell you that it is a smell. And yeah, you are secreting
Anything
fluid.
that heals has a smell. Anything that's wounded and is
Yeah.
healing and going through the process of healing has a scent, has an odor, so to say.
I can tell you that, yeah. Yeah. So you have to be, very extra with your body care.
And two,
And hygiene.
when you do that, your body any surgery, your body goes into defense mode. And I just feel like that's the perfect opportunity for it to start releasing everything
All
that's
the
in your
toxins.
body at all at once. So again, I get it. I can see it. I don't think everybody has those kind of toxins that make them stinky, but if you drink Hennessy and eat lemon pepper every day, then
You're stinky.
if you're one of those people who say
don't
water
drink
tastes
water.
nasty, you're one of those people.
You're stinky.
Your body might be trying to
You're stinky.
get rid of stuff. Yeah.
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 I don't think my BBL stinks.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, the
I've only seen
healing.
you drink Hennessy a couple times.
Is Hennessy.
Really? I don't.
Yes.
I haven't had Hennessy in some years, and it doesn't sound like something I'm interested in.
I have a blast when I drink.
Actually,
Hennessy.
I take that back. I had it just a month or two ago at a family event.
And you say you mixed it with Hypnotic.
I never said that. I would have, though. I 100% would have.
You said you had Incredible Hulk.
Did I say that?
You did. You said your sister had it.
Oh, I forgot about that too. Yes. No. That wasn't an Incredible Hulk. She just had the Hypnotic on deck. She just had Hypnotic. No, my brother had Hennessy one day.
Wow. Was it a good time?
It was a baby shower, so
Oh.
yeah.
I love those baby showers.
So yeah,
Yeah, I love a good.
it was a porta potty baby shower, so that part.
What does that mean?
No bathroom usage.
was at a park?
No, it was it was in the yard. It was no home entry allowed. So
I
they
like
had a
that.
porta potty. It makes it. I love it for the host, but I hate it as a guest. I'm not touching that.
I'm not going to a party.
I'm not touching
The
it.
last time, first and only time I went to a party potty, I was in Atlanta, and we were at. That's when you lived in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And we went to whatever festival that was out there, and they had a porta potty, and I held it for as long as I could, and I had to fucking use the porta potty. But I made friends with like a chick from Atlanta, and I feel like southern women, like, they don't give a fuck. Like, this motherfucker went into the porta potty, told me she took a shit, and came back out and was shaking that ass. I'm scared of people like that.
Like, listen, I've been in a pinch before, but I'm the person that I try not to, because I'm going to get in the shower immediately after. Like, I try not to in public, I should say.
Right.
But
no. It was no shame.
yeah, and I've been in a pickle before. Not that kind of a pickle, but I've
But
been in a pickle.
but to come back out and shake that ass,
Yeah, no,
and it's
not.
hot in Atlanta. It's sticky.
She was having a good time.
Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared.
She probably met her husband that night.
She probably did. He probably ate that ass too. Okay.
Listen, they are out here dealing with BBL, sit down wins, air, smell, and they're fine with it. I promise you, he was okay with that.
That is a. I always see. I consider myself a very hygienic person, but I've always. I don't know. Like I know my sit down air don't stink, but
I'm scared for that to be the case. Like, I don't know. Do you ever watch Pop the Balloon?
no. What's that?
Where the people go on. Sorry, I'll stay on track.
No, you good.
Pop the Balloon is where the people go on. It's like not really dating, but it's a dating show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little YouTube series.
Was it?
There's
Oh, it's
different
on YouTube?
ones. Yeah, it's different ones,
Mm-hmm.
but they go on and everybody has. There's like a line of guys, and the girl comes out. All the
Oh,
guys have a
I
balloon.
saw it on TikTok. Mm-hmm.
And then you pop the balloon
If you're not interested.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching that with my sister, and I asked her if she would ever go on,
Mm-hmm.
and she was kind of like, maybe. And she asked me, and that's another thing that I'd probably start crying. Would you do something like that?
No.
Why?
Like pop a balloon challenge, like dating.
Yeah, like if you were single and just say like yeah, I'll meet 10 guys and let's see what happens.
And I was the person who was wanting to date these guys.
Like you're the one chick
know.
picking between the 10 guys.
Not in all seriousness. Like I'm really trying to date.
Not like that, but I just mean just for fun or just in general. Would you do it?
Not at my age.
I don't think at any age. Like I'm probably more inclined to do it now at my age because whatever. But I don't. Younger me, I could never.
Really?
I could never. Could you imagine going on and having 10 people loudly pop a balloon because they're not interested in you?
That's what I'm saying. So the guys pop the balloon because they're not interested in
the
one person.
Yeah, she can pop their balloons too if she's not interested, but she doesn't have a balloon. She's basically like, she comes out and it's like you come out
and they pop their own balloon.
Yeah, like they
because
can.
they don't want you.
Yeah, they can, and they do.
Oh my! How
like I did. Like they the girl will come out and say hi, and you'll hear pop 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 pop.
I would die. My self-esteem would.
Do you understand?
In the floor.
I could never.
I'm too fragile for that.
What about the other way around?
The 50.
What if you had a balloon?
If I had a balloon and I had to pop it, if I was interested.
Like you were one of the 10 people lined up and there was a guy coming.
That is so mean.
But it's not just about, I mean, it is about initial attraction, but it's not just about if you're ugly. Sometimes it just be like, no, you're too short for me. Like you're handsome, but you're too short. Or sometimes like, I don't know, stuff like that.
That's silly.
You would never?
Mm-mm. I wouldn't participate.
Yeah.
Would you do Love is Blind?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you would like really take it serious and like your
is
intention
that the
is
one
to get
where
married?
they oh no.
That's what it is. Like you're gonna get married
no. I was thinking,
in 4 weeks.
So that's not the one where they go
in pods.
Yeah.
So they're on opposite sides of the pods and it's basically conversation.
So I'd agree to all of that except like we'll start like the dating starts once we come out. Like we can have all this like build this whole connection throughout this thing and say yes, we're gonna continue, but
no, it's not just that.
I get it, but
I'm proposing.
Don't propose to me.
But that's how love is blind works.
We could be in love.
It's a proposal, and then it's you live together or you coexist for another 2 weeks.
How long is the actual start to end process?
I think it's like 4 or 6 weeks. It's very short.
This is ridiculous.
It's good.
I believe it, but in what world is that enough time to determine that you want to marry somebody?
Not in no world. That's why I only
so not even in the real world where you meet somebody naturally. So this is a person that you haven't even physically seen,
and your attraction is.
And I get it. They may have all the right qualities, but regardless of whether you've seen them or not, like what if he wears the same socks for 6 days in a row? Like on a regular basis.
But those are things you ask. So you're asking questions. You're getting to know them.
What about
You're
the stuff you don't think to ask?
ask. That's true.
What does the house smell like after you make yourself a snack?
Are these deal breakers?
I don't know that it's a deal breaker.
What is your deal? What is your deal breaker?
In regards to what?
Like I just can't. Like I would never be with somebody that does this. It can be the smallest thing or the biggest thing.
I don't think I have anything like that. Just in general, like besides the obvious stuff, like I could never be with somebody that picks his nose at dinner, like the obvious stuff. But I don't like. My thing is, if it's something that's a problem, like if you, as long as you're willing to acknowledge it, and okay, but that stinks, so don't make that in the house. And you're like, okay, so maybe I just don't make that, or maybe I make that in the garage or outside. I don't know. Then I'm okay with it. That's not really a deal breaker that you like stinky food. The deal breaker might be that you refuse to stop making the house stink. That might be the problem.
What if you never smelled him? Like he doesn't have an odor. Like but he only showers like once a week. Is that a deal breaker?
Yeah. Yeah.
But like he doesn't stink.
It's not about that.
Or like
what's growing in there?
Or is it okay if I get a little vulgar?
Yeah.
Okay. Or he takes his shit
And doesn't flush.
and then wants to have sex.
That's what? The deal breaker is that if you take a shit and you don't flush, that's an absolute like.
Who would do that?
It happens.
Why? It was just flush the toilet.
People are weird. It's so crazy that I've heard it my whole life. And it took me getting to my big age now to really understand like everybody was not raised the same way that I was.
Why would you not flush the toilet?
It's just
Does it flush? Is it flushable?
Are you asking me if my toilet flushes?
I'm trying to figure out why one wouldn't flush the toilet.
I've run into it before. I don't know the science behind it. I've just run into it before, okay? And yeah, that would be a deal breaker. So yeah, if you went and took a shit and then climbed into the sheets and wanted to get frisky, that's the only thing I'm gonna be able to think about. I can let you know that right there. So that's not gonna go very far. I don't know. What about for you?
My deal. Ask me something. Like what?
A fresh shit, and he wants to do it.
Hell no. Hell no.
Why?
Because like I feel like sex is something that like when you're with somebody and you really like them and there's no limitations. But if you take a shit, like it's limits on what's gonna happen. And so what are we doing? Like wash your ass so we could do everything.
I just feel like that's, for me, that's just a general like. Now, has it been, not to say late at night, but the evening, like bedtime hours, and have I gotten out of bed and used the bathroom and gotten back in bed? Yes.
Abrupt. Those are abrupt, huh?
But I'm not trying to like
put my butt on you,
make whoopee or anything. Like I'm going back to sleep. This is, a hiccup. Bump in the road. I don't know. No, I just feel like you're supposed to get in the shower, like literally wash your ass after that comes out of there. Like,
agreed.
I don't know.
I agree. Did you watch Freaknik?
I turned it off halfway through.
Why?
It was so boring.
Mm-hmm.
Where were the hoochie mamas being interviewed? Why are you talking to 21 Savage? He was not there. Why are you talking to him? I want my money back. I want my money back. I feel bamboozled. I feel like you got over on me, JD. It's not cool. There was not one single hoochie mama. Did I miss it? Was there a hoochie mama, an
They,
old hoochie mama?
they were there, but it
They
wasn't.
kept showing the same
Yeah.
3 minutes of B-roll footage.
Mm.
I mean, over
Who
and
has
over
it? Do
and
you think
over.
Uncle Luke has the footage?
Nobody has footage. The people who actually have footage have it put away. Nobody wants to talk about the hoochies. Don't want to come out of remission and talk about that.
They're the aunties and the grandmas now.
They're the grannies. They're the great grannies, as
I
a matter
wanna
of fact.
I want to see real bad.
Not to mention the fact that they're probably just shy of being on Betamax. They're on VHS at best. Not even VHS. Do you remember the little ones that used to go on the camcorders? And you had to put it into a bigger, like a big VHS? They're on those. How are we going to watch it?
I have a nasty movie on one of those.
Why? Was it a hand-me-down?
No, it's a homemade.
Of who? Oh, of you.
At one point, Keyshawn had a big ass camcorder.
Like on, what's the movie called? What's the movie called? Norm and Jenna Make It Porno?
Zach and Nora.
Zach and Nora Make a Porno. Oh my gosh. Okay, so finish. He buys this camcorder. Does it have a big red light on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Did it have a tripod?
It has a tripod. And it was like when we first got married, and yeah, it's one of those little ones.
Like, do you watch it? I mean,
no, it's put up. Like,
what are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hand it down one day. What happens when you die?
I'm watching one day.
What happens when you die?
I thought about that.
I think about that often, and I purge. I purge often because of that thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Isn't that crazy? You think about what people are going to think about you when you're not even here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's because you judge people real bad.
I know, real bad.
And they're going to judge you real bad.
Whatever. They've been doing it my whole life.
Like,
who doesn't judge? You just don't do it out loud.
Just don't look at my drawer, like my nightstand drawer.
No, those are fine. I don't know right now. Let me think, like, what it would be. It would probably just be
a vibrator.
No. Like, no drugs, no sex toys, just unsavory things.
Like,
I don't know, stuff. Playboy magazines and things.
Really?
No, I have my secrets.
What about like your browsing history?
My collection. When I say I think about that often and I purge often because of that thought, I'm really serious. Like, I delete
everything.
No, not everything, but like the fleshly stuff that goes away from time to time.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That is such a funny thought. My aunt had a stroke a couple years ago.
And you guys had to go through her phone.
And they went through her apartment and were like, she had so many dildos. Like, oh my God.
That is my fear when my dad gets old.
Like, what is she doing with a collection of roses?
Living her A1 grade A best life, I promise you. And then
that's so
careful, ladies, don't end up with a stroke.
Back to Freaknik. So yeah, I was underwhelmed, but I did watch it. I finished it, and yeah, I guess
what was the takeaway from it?
I mean, just talking about the history of Freaknik and how it started as a Greek thing, and then because of college kids who couldn't afford to go home,
and
that
then
it
is not what
transitioned into like rape culture. Do you think so? Of course, like the uncles and the uncle daddies and the niggas that came home from prison like ruined it because they wanted to go to Freaknik, you know, and they started grabbing titties and looking under skirts.
Yeah. Do I think that's the reason? Do I think they ruined it?
Yeah.
I think too many black people in one place is always a recipe for disaster. I don't think it's about what people you put, what black people. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean it's too hard for us to get along in too large of groups. It happens, but it's not often, you know? So I feel like you could have put a bunch of doctors in somebody's shoes, would have got stepped on, and
Shut it down.
Yeah. Shots fired.
Or do you think Uncle Luke ruined it? Don't stop, pop that pussy, and let me see you doodle brown.
I don't think so.
No.
No. No, I don't think so. That's not fair to say. You think so?
I think it added to, I think it transitioned into something that it wasn't because of what he brought to it. I didn't know shit about, like, I associate Uncle Luke with Freaknik. Like, Uncle Luke is Freaknik to me.
But he
And
makes
then look at his,
music.
and listen to his music. So I'm gonna pop that pussy. Bitch, pop that pussy. You walking on the street?
So you're saying ladies got raped because of the song?
Not because of the song, but I feel like it added a negative
I mean, I get what you're saying. I just don't think that's fair to put on any
connotation to
person
it.
like because of their art. Because we don't do that, and this has been said before, but we don't do that with movies. Nobody says that about movies. Like, oh, that movie came out now. Nobody said that about Scarface. You know, maybe somebody said it, but it wasn't. Nobody placed blame on any of the actors in the movie.
Yeah, when niggas want to be Scarface.
But nobody blamed the actors.
No.
They blamed the movie itself, if that's the case, but nobody blamed any actor and said this is your fault because you acted like this, and now everybody's doing this because you acted like this.
I mean, maybe it's unfair to say like he single handedly ruined Freaknik. So let me say that. But I think that people who weren't college bound,
But I don't even think he added. I mean, I think his music was popular, yes, but I don't think he added to it because the thing is, if it wasn't him, it would have been a different song. It would have been different music.
I mean, it's all, I guess, maybe interpretation. So if you interpret like, okay, Uncle, like he's saying pop that pussy, Uncle Luke is Freaknik. So let me go down. You know,
Yeah,
it's like music. Like we can interpret it differently. Like, you know, certain people shouldn't be in certain spaces because they don't know how to handle certain situations.
which is so crazy to me because I can be a drug dealer and then literally 3.5 minutes later, I'm madly, deeply in love. Like music does not do. I've never felt like I have to recreate anything that a song has
But
said.
imagine a nigga fresh out of prison. You see what I'm saying? Like who ain't seen a piece of ass in so long, and then his little cousin come home and say, "Oh, I'm going to Freaknik. Uncle, you want to come?" And then Unc started thinking about all the stories that his little cousin, you know what I'm saying, is telling him, or nephew was telling him about how the females is walking around with no clothes on. And then you hear Uncle Luke, and then it gets you, you know what I'm saying? You got to be everybody can't handle certain things. And then you go down there thinking that it's a free for all, and it's not. But you a nigga that's been locked up, you looking for some ass. Bitch, you got it out. No disrespect, but let me grab that. Bring it here. That's what I mean. Like not the average
I get it,
person.
But that's where I say I feel like anything. If that's the case, I could say boo, and that'll spark it in somebody. You know what I'm saying? If that's where their mind state is, they don't need a song to lead them in that direction. No, it's gonna
come out eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just think Black people more so than I think it lessens and lessens as the generations go on. But then specifically, like, I feel like we were so used to not having anything or still coming off of that it's like nobody knows how to act. Nobody knows how to be cool. Nobody knows how to control themselves and just enjoy the moment and then go home. Not to say nobody, but so many people don't. So I think it's hard for us to have anything high of that large of a scale. I think anything that's all Black people.
What about Essence? You don't have anything about Essence?
Yeah. Again.
That's what I'm saying. We could.
But they fight at Essence. The thing is, the difference is, and I guess this attests to what you're saying, but the difference is Essence isn't about that when Freaknik was. So I don't think any less, and it's also the fact that Essence is a whole lot more maintained than Freaknik ever was. You know what I mean? There's a whole lot more structure to setting up Essence than there ever was. Freaknik was just a matter of
kids
printing flyers and then telling everybody where to meet at.
Yeah.
Like there was no real setup.
Right,
so,
that's true.
Essence would probably have the same exact issue if they went in like that.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
So what's the takeaway? What's the moral of the story? I love this conversation. I love not being pregnant. I feel like I
Oh.
better shows. No, just kidding. So what's the takeaway? What's your moral of
Takeaway
the story?
is we must all be okay with not ever really knowing what happened at Freaknik. Just period. We have to be okay
I am
with
not
it.
okay with that.
We have to be. We'll never know. You'll never get to see a real documentary the way that we're expecting to see it.
I need that.
Which is not fair to us 90s kids because we knew about it. Like we couldn't go. So like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, I should have went. Like we didn't have the option of going, but we knew about it. We heard about it. We saw it. You know what I mean? Like it was in our face just as much as
Did you say like when I got older, like I'm going to Freaknik? I want to go to Freaknik.
No. No, that wasn't.
I think Freaknik was out of my reach, but you know what was in my reach? I wanted to go when I was of age. Soul Train. I wanted to go to Soul Train so bad.
No, never.
So bad. I just knew I was gonna be on Soul Train.
Can you show me what you would have done? Like your Shamar Moore best?
No.
Oh.
Shamar was popping. But yeah, Soul Train was like my dream.
I forgot until probably a year ago when they started making fun of Shamar Moore. I forgot he used to host Soul Train.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
He was on there.
Soul Train just doesn't, it doesn't give me bad vibes. It just doesn't bring back like the fun part of my childhood. Soul Train is like Saturday morning cleanup time. Like that's not, it wasn't fun for me.
But that was fun to watch Soul Train.
And scrub baseboards?
Yeah.
If I could sit on the couch and watch them. No, I don't want to scrub baseboards and walls while I do this. So it just doesn't invoke like, fluffy memories. They're not bad memories. It's just not
good.
Anything that I care to go back to. What's your moral?
My moral is Diddy wants to party. You gotta tell him now. You got to.
Party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Ooh.
Remember Eddie Murphy?
Yes. That was a very Coke induced.
I watched his, it wasn't an interview, but well, actually I guess it was like him giving his statement after he got caught with the transsexual.
Oh.
It was
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was it was just funny because
of the times.
Well, but then it's his excuse was I thought it was just a regular young lady. She looked like she needed a ride, and I offered to give her a ride home, and that's what I get for being a good guy.
Eddie Murphy got caught with a
yes.
What?
He had to give like a whole press conference about it.
Wow.
Yeah, and he said he was just pulling over to give her a ride home. Like what? Who? First of all, you're famous. Who famous or not, just pulls over and says, "Oh, you need a ride? Come on, get in my Lamborghini."
I think a lot of men pull over. Hence why there's sex workers.
Well, aside from I mean for just a nice girl walking down the street, not of course for sex workers, but I mean
a lot of niggas pull over. If I walk down the street, you know how many men will pull? Like I'm not even being like
until
like
you
that.
Get them in their car.
Yes.
That is so scary. That is so scary. I could not imagine inviting a stranger into my car.
No one, they don't care.
A closed sardine can?
Yeah.
What if he has a shiv?
I want what you have.
What if he has a shiv? What if she has a shiv?
Yeah.
You're putting a stranger into your car,
people
sir.
People do it all day long.
You know, women make their heel into shivs, so you have to be careful.
Yeah. Everybody has to be careful, but that's the risk you take. When you see what you want, and you gotta go get it.
But do you really want it, or is it just there?
You want it.
You want her. You want him. Like that's who, or are they just right there?
They're right there.
Yeah. Get yourself some standards.
They don't have them. They don't exist. They
The
made it
limit does not
up.
exist.
What is that off of? Mean
Oh.
Girls.
Did you
Mean
watch the new one?
Girls. No,
Me either. I won't.
I will.
I won't. I love the original one. So it's in my top 5. Like
Yeah.
it has a very special place in my heart. I don't think I can ever handle. Like if it would have been a continuation, like with the originals in it, and then you brought like their kid, like that, I would have been down for. But like you're just redoing it with different people. But I guess it's to make it modern, like to bring this generation the love for that movie that our generation
I'm gonna
had.
watch it, but I have a opinion about that. I feel like content is lazy. Like
Movies are so lazy. Can I
lazy
tell you what movie
music.
disappointed me so much? I had such high hopes
Bob
for.
Marley
No, Coming to America Part 3 or 2.
too.
Yeah, whatever one it was. I had such high hopes
Yeah,
for that.
I think everybody did.
It looked like they shot it all in the same room. Like, did you guys even leave? Was this all done in a day? Like, what happened
Yeah,
to location?
yeah. I think they need to leave the classics alone.
Yeah.
We can make a movie.
I know what kind of movies you like to make.
I mean, like a real movie. I think that you have some ideas.
Mm-hmm. And you want me to act?
No, definitely. I don't want you to cry.
I'll cry.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of Can You Hear Me Now? Let's keep the conversation going with your favorite co-host. I'm Auntie Mimi, the big shit talker.
I'm Prince Ali, Amorous Thee.
And remember to always be good to yourself and one another. Bye-bye.